Hello, everyone. Dr. Clendening, and it is August 28th, and we're 2 weeks into this school year. I sure hope things are going well, and it is Friday, August 28th, as I said. And today's our first kind of check-in on benchmarks and how are we doing in this pandemic. Well, first, teachers, staff, administrators, I just want to say you're doing really, really well. You're creating the best learning environment possible. You're providing a chance for kids to grow and learn new things. And we're definitely mitigating the virus. And those were the three goals that we set out in our reopening plan, and we're continuing to remain focused on them. There are 5 benchmarks that I'm reviewing to determine when we're going to move to a different phase. And we are in phase 2 right now of Franklin Community Schools pandemic reopening plan. And those 5 phases look at trending data for the COVID-19 in Johnson County and surrounding areas. So what am I seeing? Well, I'm looking at 3 different dashboards to help me. One is the Harvard Global Pandemic Dashboard. A second one is Regan Street, which is up in Indianapolis as part of the Eskenazi system. And then obviously the local and state health dashboards. So what we're seeing is really a trend that's kind of running parallel to where we were to start the year. We've had some good days with very few cases, and we've had some days where we're seeing as high as 20 new cases of COVID-19 coming to Johnson County. We also have a few other data points that are trending up right now. One of them would be ambulance runs and visits into the hospital. But luckily, we are also having some good news on the trending side, and that's ICU and ventilator usage. So those things that we looked at back to close school, we're still continuing to monitor them as we start this school year. And for this first 2 weeks, we're just holding steady, and we're going to continue to monitor those. And that's going to be a big part of my decision process as we move forward. Also wanted to say the masks, the COVID compliance with regard to the rules that we have, and also cleaning and indoor air quality. All 4 of those benchmarks are continuing to be gathered, and we're creating baseline data points for them. On the mask side of life, I'll tell you, it's amazing. The last 2 weeks, kids, faculty, staff, administration, all doing really well with the mask compliance. So thank you. That is one of the easy ways that we can mark and stay in school and hopefully move forward with the reopening of school to get back to phase 5 eventually, so we can all come back and all have that great interaction with student and teachers. On the looking at some COVID compliance things, we are starting to see attendance be impacted. Luckily, we have only had one situation where we've had to isolate and quarantine someone. We do have a few COVID cases that are positive in our district, but most of those and all of those actually have been reported to us from the health department, and they're getting it away from the school. So we'll continue to monitor that. Also, I'll tell you the hybrid model for grades 7 and 12 is doing exactly what we thought it would do. So shout out to Principal Ahouse and Principal Holman, the architects of their individual plans with regard to the hybrid model. It is working. So when we have to do close contact tracing, we're finding that there's just not that many kids inside that 6-foot bubble for 15 minutes or more. And also the 2 days a week of in-person is working to mitigate the virus. So with that, we've had some success. I realize also there's been some stressors, right? Everything does have, as Isaac Newton said, an action and a reaction. And we're seeing that. Attendance continues to be a stressor for everybody. And how do we code attendance and making sure we're answering what the state wants, also making sure that we're giving the kids that are in the virtual domain opportunity to make sure they're present. And I know it's a lot of information, a lot of juggling for teachers. So we're continuing to monitor that, and we're aware of those stressors. Also, I've heard a lot of people say, are we going to quickly accelerate through to get to phase 5? And also that could cause stress. And really, I'm going to just tell you the answer lies within the data. We're going to continue to look at the data. I'm going to seek counsel from the administrators and school board as we look to make the decision. I want everyone to be safe. That's what I really want to happen. I want COVID to go away. But you know what? Well, one thing we can do is create the safest learning environment and know that each day we're getting closer to the vaccine for COVID-19. So with that, just want to report that we are going to remain in phase 2, which is our present structure, and we'll continue to report back. My next reporting back will be on September the 11th, and we're going to watch and monitor what's going on. And I just want to say, if you have questions, please reach out and email me. I'll be glad to answer them. I am very thankful for the team that is helping grow kids, and that's from support staff, custodians, bus drivers, teachers, cafeteria workers, admin, everyone. They're just doing a great job of setting up an environment where kids can be successful. So with that, I'll just say good night. I do appreciate when you watch these YouTube clips. If there's something that I missed, something that you want to learn more information about, please reach out to me. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you have a very nice weekend.